Okuzu is a killer. Police. Okuzu, you cannot say this. This is stupid. You want to kill me. I'm here even ready.
First of all, before going to architecture, Oguzu is being used. That is all what we understand. But if it has been taken, you heard clearly. Salim Saleh took 80 acres. Oguzu wants to take 40 acres, which we don't want. We don't even want to see the plan. First of all, we don't want.
The type of development Oguzu is presenting, has presented to the city council, are not one of eco-tourism. Clearly, you can see 5-star plans. You can see swimming pools of 2,000. Huge developments which cannot be contained in a tourist, eco-tourist area. Eco-tourism means you maintain the trees which you find there, but you only walk through them. There's a big fraud being planned at the highest level without following the law. Today we have come to remind people again that that approach which Oguzu and his backers are using is wrong.
The initial process of acquiring a plot inside a gazetted area is normal. NFA has that mandate. But we are looking at the procedure they have used to allocate those plots to individuals. As long as those individuals stick to the terms. You see, the contradiction here is MP Oguzu requested put an ecotourism structure. But when you look at the designs, it totally contradicts what he applies for. And that's why we disagree with him and the people who are using him to steal land in the names of ecotourism, and what they're doing is different.
But what brings me here today is not to decide that I take the development elsewhere. That is advice for the developer to consider elsewhere. Yes. My role here is to ensure ecotourism. Not so. Nothing less than ecotourism. And the comments, what we have discussed here today, we have presented to the developer. He's well aware, so there is nothing new. The reason I called for this meeting is so that you know what I have told him, so that together we can go to an intended ecotourism. If anything less than ecotourism, colleagues and members in this place, it will not happen. Now,
number one, this meeting has realized the current plans cannot be approved based on the fact that they do not meet structures of an ecotourism. That is already agreed. Number two, the developer now goes back to rethink. If he is still interested, he chooses between two options. The first option is to go and design according to ecotourism, and he will be technically guided by you until down here our fiscal plan committee and others. And it is also upon him to choose whether to still have it here or elsewhere. Why are we talking? What are we talking about?
You heard it. So it is incumbent upon him to go and do the real designs for ecotourism. And he comes back to the authority to approve. That is all.
Mr. Moderator, I think our meeting and being here since this morning has not been in vain. It has registered some success in the sense that we have now all been brought on a board. In various development paradigms, for any development to succeed, it must have the blessing and ownership of the beneficiaries. However much investment you put, if it is not being well received by the locals, by the people, who in the first place are supposed to be the beneficiaries, that investment is bound to fail. It is not the first time that the Barifa has been a point of contest. I say this without fear or favor. General Salim Saleh came here without the approval and without the consent of Arua Municipal Council then. And right now it's a white elephant.
We presented the plan, and today we thought we were going to present the plan, and surprisingly today became a culmination of incitement that started yesterday and previously, because I was told there was a budget conference of the city at Desert Breeze, and some of the leaders indeed incited people, and we saw that today when the meeting could not proceed in a very organized way, denying the councillors the opportunity they could have got to ask relevant questions. And we really think that should not be how council should run. We think as representatives of the people, the councillors deserve to know the truth, and they are those who are standing on the way of the truth. They do not want the facts to be brought out. There has been a lot of misrepresentation, misinformation. For example, some people are saying the land we got in Barifa, the lands we got in Barifa allows us to use over 40 acres, which is absolutely a lie. The license says we're supposed to use 10 hectares for forest park. There were those who said we are grabbing the land. There's no land grabbing act. The truth is the NFA has given us a license, and this license was obtained through a competitive bidding process, and all these processes and agreements were cleared by the Attorney General after a cabinet resolution that the NFA should go, into private partnership to utilize these forests. In some places they do tree planting, different activities in different forest reserves based on the management plan. So there has been a lot of misinformation. Others are saying, oh, this project, we are just a front for somebody. Then when you ask what evidence they have, they cannot be able to adduce any evidence. And in these discussions now we are seeing sentiments around, clans. The ordinary people are not being made to establish the truth. And today we thought council would really have an opportunity to be able to know the truth about this project, so that they would be able to appreciate what benefits are coming to the city. For example, there are going to be a lot of jobs created